Hello everybody, Steve here again. Right, as you can see, as I alluded to in my one of my last two videos, I bought this little webcam on a whim, mainly just for have a different angle for things. And on this new camcorder I bought, I'm finding the actual uploading the stuff a bit tedious. With you've got to take the battery out and put the cable in. I'm just generally lazy, really. I haven't got around to getting an SD card in it at the moment, so. Right, housekeeping first. I'm smoking my recently purchased Danish 95. Nice little eBay buy. And then I'm smoking Gauntly strength mixture. Right. Let's put that down a moment. It's in the title of the video. I have a package here, which actually arrived Thursday. But apparently the postman deemed that they couldn't get that through my letterbox. So I had a little card left in, I had to go and pick it up, which I didn't do till yesterday morning. So this is way overdue. And to the person for whom it was sent by, I apologise. Now, I've now picked up yesterday, I resisted the temptation to open it. Okay, so I'm going to do that here. And it's very solidly packed. I sent Jogi a package a few weeks ago in response to a comment he left when I did my video about the Gauntly's rum and honey. And I thought, well, I know he can't get any Gauntly, so I sent him a few Gauntly's samples and a few bits and pieces as well. And he wrote back and said, look, I want to send you something back, what would you like? And one thing immediately sprang to mind. It literally was just one thing, which I will come on to in a minute. And he said, okay, I'll send that, and I'll send something else as well. Now, whilst I know two things he promised to send me, I think there's a bit more in here than that. Well, there's a lot more in here than that, but I'm going to come on to that in a moment. Jogi, I put his little link down in the bucket. German pipe presenter. I've said this before, that the German pipe community is really, really strong. You know, and it's a national one. I've got 6 or 7 of the guys saved to my favourites, which I do watch regularly. Now, whilst most of them are speaking in German, they speak very fast. It doesn't matter. I mean, I would highly recommend that you go and watch them. These guys are really into their tobaccos, really into their pipes. I suppose I'm a little bit biased. I have studied German 30 years ago, but again, a lot of it is just. But it's getting better as more I watch, and I've got a little. I don't know what I've done with it now. I think it's in my living room. I've got a little German English dictionary, just to you know, my vocabulary is poor now. So I highly recommend going and watch these guys. I wish at this point I was as clever as Herman, you know, one of the German pipe presenters, Hermaninator. You know, he'll either do a whole video in English, or rather brilliantly, he'll do it in his native tongue, and he'll translate each sentence or each paragraph into English for us. Bless him. I can't do that, and I'm not even going to attempt it. So this is in English, I'm afraid, Jogi. Sorry. Okay, let's get on with the opening. An interesting thing about this package, this is the one I sent him, so this is a little bit of a journey, this one, and it survived it brilliantly. Okay, yeah, one of my trusty knives, antler. What else? Okay, this is thick. I perhaps should have opened this before, so bear with me. Oh, that's nice and sharp. Okay, sorry about that. I'll save that. Okay, there's a little note in here. Forgive me for a moment. Yeah. There's a little note there. I'll just read that last bit. It's absolutely true. Have a good relaxing time. Enjoy your pipe. Life is hard enough, isn't it just? Thank you, Yogi. Right, now there is more stuff in here actually. Let's see what we've got, and it's all sticking. Okay. Oh! Right, there's a little packet of McLennan in there. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, looks like a broken flake. I've never heard of. It's called Beacon. Now is McLennan the one where people say it's got an overtone of ketchup? Or was that Cornell and Deal? I don't know. And another McLennan. Mature Virginia, number 27. Oh, Yogi. Fantastic. I've got a little waft of these ones. He knows what I like, and this is Virginia. Fantastic. And that's just what it smells like. Oh, lovely. Again, that looks like a broken flake. Wonderful. And there's more. Oh, right. This is one I've had before, and there's a mass of this. Pfeifenschilder. Let's just get some of this out. Oh, that sweet smell coming out of there. Now look, this was something that another friend of mine in Saxony, Eric, sent me. But that is a hell of a lot there, Yogi. Thank you so much. I don't think this is picking up in this light, but it's kind of just a sweet, gingery, biscuity taste or smell to it. Oh, lovely! And I've had this before, and it is really nice. It reminds me somewhat of Larson's number 32. Now this is one he promised me he'd send me, because I do love it, and I've mentioned this before, particularly in my last plugs video. Yogi Volker beer plug. This stuff is fantastic. This is a plug like you've never tasted before. It's different from all the other plugs. Again, it's very much a bright Virginia. Really, really nice. Oh, Yogi, thank you so much. That's really generous. But this is the one. Okay, it's going to appear a little bit silly, I expect, but this is what I asked for. Just if he had just sent this alone, Yogi, I would have been happy. Put it in perspective. If any of you have watched one of my first 3 or 4 videos, I can't remember which one it is. I haven't gone back and counted it. I did one called Flaky Origins. Now, feel free to go and watch it if you want. It's just a kind of rambling early video, which I can't bear to watch again, of how I started smoking. And we're going back 12, 13 years now. But just to recap, for those of you who don't want to sit through, 13 or 14 minutes of it, I didn't start smoking aromatics like most people do. In fact, I didn't even start smoking ready rubbed. I smoked flakes. And the only reason I did was that I was trying to kick the fags at the time, and I lived in a village, and this chap who was drinking in the pub with me there, and it was a time when everybody used to go over to France and buy booze and baccy and sell it on. Now, I've been through this before, so I thought, well, I'll go over there and I'll get some pipe tobacco, and they didn't have a great deal of choice. So it was your over-the-counter stuff, Mellow Virginia, Claire, and all that kind of stuff, which is really disappointing. And it's just one of these huge outlets, but mostly it was the cigarettes. But I settled on some tins of tobacco. This is really unscientific, not knowing anything about smoking. Because they were small. I could buy a load of them. Now, the guy I was with used to buy enough roll-up tobacco and packaged cigarettes really to supply the whole of the UK. And I had a Land Rover at the time, and that was stuffed to the gills at the back. So I thought, well, and I used to buy. There are 2 types of these. I'm going to show you in a minute. Intrigue. And I used to buy 20 tins of each on every visit. And at one point, I probably had about 60 tins. And then we stopped going, and I gradually smoked them. But it was during these trips where, we would travel around France and Belgium, stop at places, and I would be smoking this tobacco. So this is why I called the video a package of memories, because this has great memories with me, and it's been absolutely years since I smoked this, and Oh, this is great. Let me just reveal it. Okay, Capstan Blake blue tin. I used to buy the blue and the yellow tin, and I think if I remember, and Yogi has said this, that the blue is better, and I seem to recall that's the case. And this is weird. I almost don't want to smoke that, but that's just ridiculous. So that's it really. I'm going to do a little video on this one. I can't tell you how happy I am. Thank you so much, Yogi. That's really, really wonderful. And I've got some new tobaccos to try as well from the Plenum. I've been intrigued about those, and it looks like the kind of tobacco I like. So vielen Dank, mein Freund. And everyone else, cheers. Bye bye.